welcome again to this lesson. This is the lesson 5 of our beginner piano tutorial series, and today we are going to learn all the triads. Okay, when I talk about triads, I'm talking about the 3 note chords. Okay, the chords which are made up of 3 notes. Okay, so today we are dealing with chords in general. Dealing with chords in general. And when you know the 3 note chords, you can use it to form all the other chords. Okay, so this is the lesson 5 of our beginner tutorial piano series. If you haven't watched the other lessons and you're a beginner, you can go back and watch the other lessons, so that if you don't understand anything here, it will be very clear for you here. Okay, all right, so today we are learning about our triads. Okay, now what we have to know is that we have the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and the repetition of the do, which makes it 8. All right, so that one is clear. We've learned that one in the previous lesson, so I don't want us to go back there. Okay, so the do is also said to be 1. Okay, the re represents 2, the mi also represents 3, so it goes like that. The fa represents 4, the sol represents 5. Okay, the la represents 6, and the ti represents 7, and another do which comes at the end, which is also representing 1 again. Okay, so it goes like that. Okay, so 1 chord is a do chord, 2 chord is a re chord, 3 chord is a mi chord. Okay, so a do chord, that's a 1 chord. Let's take C as example. A re chord, a 2 chord. Okay, a mi chord, a 3 chord, a fa chord, a 4 chord. Okay, it's also a 4 chord. Okay, a sol chord is also a 5 chord. Okay, and then we also have a la chord, which is also a 6 chord, a T chord, which is also a 7 chord, and a do chord, which is also a 1 chord. Okay, so that is when we talk about number systems. Okay, so that's what the number systems is all about. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, all right, and another do. So that's how it goes. Okay, so let's try to use C as our reference point. Okay, every time you are learning something, because the C is made up of only the white notes. That's the major notes of the C. Is only it's made up of only the white notes. What we are going to do is that you always try to have your reference point from the C, so that it will help you. Okay, if you are a beginner, that's what really helped me. All right, so there are 2 things that you can do. So today we are going to form all the triads in all the keys. So after this lesson, you will not find difficulty in playing other keys as well. You are going to play every key, whether it's C or C sharp or E flat or F sharp or whatever. You will be able to learn it, and it will be amazing for you. Okay, so let's move on right to the lesson. Okay, so the C triads are the simplest of all when you are starting. Okay, they are the simplest of all. So let me make a demonstration. After that, I will explain. So a do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. We've also learned about the notes, the scale way of naming them. Okay, that's a do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, mi, re. So we've also learned about that one in the previous lesson. So if you don't understand something here, when you go back, you understand everything clearer. Okay, all right. So what we are going to do here is very, very simple. So when you take this one, okay, let's take our reference point from here. When you take this one, which is a C, you can move. This one will move one white note. This one also move in one white note. This one will also move to the next white note. Okay, then it continues. This one will move to the next white note. This one will move to the next white note. This one will move to the next white note. Okay, so it will continue like that. So okay, it will continue like that. It will continue like that. Okay, la, la, ti, do. Okay, so the backwards is also just like that. Okay, okay, so that's what makes the C playing of the C triads very, very what simple. I'm using these fingers. You can, people also use these fingers as well, these as well, but I like to use these fingers so that it will make it more easier for me. Okay, so you can choose whichever you want. All right, so what we are going to do here is that we are going to use the formula that we are using to form the C major triads. Okay, we are going to use that formula to form the other chords as well. Okay, we are going to use that formula to form the other chords as well. Okay, so the first chord that we are forming is a do chord, and that do chord is a do. We are on C. Okay, all right, so that's the, definitely the do will be the first note of that chord. Okay, then it moved how many steps? Let's look at the steps that it moved. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moved 4 steps. Okay, then it moved how many steps again? 1, 2, 3, forming the do chord. Okay, so when you come to C sharp also, the same thing. When you stand on C sharp, you can move 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and move 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and form your do chord in C sharp. Okay, so that's another what formula that you can use. The same way when you come to a re. Okay, re to how many times did D move? 1, 2, 3. So you can see that the re is different from the do. It moved 3 here, but the do we move 4 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so after that, how many times do you? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the do was a 4, 3, and the re is a what? A 3, what? 4. Okay, so let's go to the re in C sharp. This is the re. So stand on re, move 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, after that, move 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have your re in what? C sharp. Okay, very simple, very simple. The same way you can use it to form all the other chords. Okay, all the other triads. So always use the C as a yardstick. Okay, or let me say that use the C to, to as a foundation to form the others also. Okay, all right. So what we are going to do here is that you can use that formula that I just taught you to form every other chord. Okay, so let's use T. This is a T. Okay, so the T in C, you are standing here. You moved how many times? 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the other chord. And this one, to how many times did you move? 1, 2, 3. So the T, the formula for forming the T is 3, 3. Okay, 3 what? 3. All right, so let's look at the key of F. Or let me see. Okay, let's look at the key of E. Let's form the T of E. Okay, so this is the scale for E. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Okay, so this is the T of E, and the formula is 3 what? 3. Okay, So stand here, move 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Move another 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You form your T in E. Okay, very, very simple. So you can use that formula. If you stand on C, the formula here is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so every do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so every do in all the keys. Okay, if you don't want that too, you can use what I'm about to teach you. That one is also different, another different formula. Okay, so let's go on to the next formula that you can use. The next formula is that you are standing on this one. We all know that this one is a do, or the 1 chord. Okay, the do in the key of C is a do, mi, so. Okay, do, mi, so every do in the other keys, that's the triads, the 3 chords, 3 note chords, okay, all are following this one, do, mi, so. That's the formula. Let's go to a re, fa, la. Okay, let's go to a mi, so, ti. Have you seen you got a drill here? Okay, fa, la, do. Okay, so, ti, re. Okay, la, do, mi. Okay, ti, re, fa, do, mi, so. Okay, so that's how it is. If you get this formula, you can form every triad, every whatever, whether minor, major, or whatever. Okay, so do, mi, so, re, fa, la, mi, so, ti, fa, la, do, so, ti, re. Okay, la, do, mi, ti, re, fa, do, mi, so. Okay, so it is what it is. That is how it goes. Okay, so let's go to the key of D and let's apply the same formula. Okay, or let me say the key of C sharp. All right, let's go to the key of C sharp and let's apply the same formula. Okay, so a do is a what? In C, the do is a do, mi, what? So in C sharp, let's look for a do, mi, so. Okay, so this is the do, this is the mi, and this is the so. So C sharp, this is the do, a do, mi, so. I don't know if you are getting me here. Let's go to the re. So when you come to C, the re is re, fa, la. So the same way C sharp, let's go look for a re, fa, la, re. Okay, fa and a la. So we found our re. Okay, so what's the formula for a mi? A mi is a mi, so, ti. Okay, so let's look for the mi, so, ti in the key of C sharp. So mi, so, mi, so, mi, so, ti, mi, so, ti. So this is the mi. Okay, so it goes on and on. So this one too, let's look at fa. So let's look at the formula for finding fa, la, do. Okay, let's move on to the key of C sharp. This is the fa, this is the la, and this is the what? The do. Fa, la, do. Okay, so by now you should know what I'm getting at. Okay, so the so is a so, ti, re. Okay, you look for the so, ti, re. Okay, all right. La, do, mi, la, Because when you come to the C, it's the same thing. La, do, mi. Okay. So the C sharp also. La, do, mi. Very simple. Okay. Let's look at the T. The T is T, Re, Fa. So let's move on. Let's transfer it to the key of C sharp. So T, Re. Okay, so this is the T, this is the Re, and this is the Fa of the C sharp. Okay, so this is the T of what? C sharp. Okay. A do, mi, so. Back to the what? The do chord. Where is a do, mi, so? Okay, so that is what you are going to use to form every chord here. So let's go to the key of D. Okay, the key of D, a do is a do, mi, so. Do, mi, so. The key of D, Re, Re, Fa. Re, Fa, La, Re, Fa, La. Mi, mi, so, ti. T, okay, mi, so, ti. Okay, Fa, La, do. For Fa. E, so, ti, Re. Okay, La, do, mi. Okay, La, do, mi. Okay, and let's move on to a T, Re, Fa. T, Re, Fa. A do, mi, so, do. Okay, so as simple as that. Let's move on to the key of E flat. Okay, a do, mi, so. Okay, Re, Fa, La. Okay, E, so, ti, Re. Okay, E, Fa, La, do. Okay. Okay, so, ti, Re. Sorry, mi, so, ti. Sorry. Fa, La, do. So, ti, Re. La, do, mi. For La. Okay. Ti, Re, Fa. For T. A, do, mi, so. For do. Again. Okay, let's move on to the key of E. A, do, mi, so. Okay, do, mi, so. Okay. Re, Fa, La. Okay. Mi, so, ti. Mi, so, ti. Fa, La, do. Okay. So, ti, Re. Okay. La, do, mi, La, do, mi. Okay. Okay. Ti, Re, Fa. Okay. Do, mi, so. Okay, let's move on to the key of F. Okay, let's move on to the key of F. We can start here. Where is a do? Okay, so a do, mi, so is a do. Re, Fa, La, a Re. So, mi, so, ti, a mi. A, Fa, La, do, a do. A, so, ti, Re, a so. Okay, a, La, do, mi, a mi. A, ti, Re, Fa, a ti. A, do, mi, so, a do. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Okay, so La, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay, so let's move on to the key of F sharp. Okay, so we have a do, mi, so for a do, a re, fa, la for a re, a so, a mi, so, ti for a mi, a fa, la, do. so ti re re la do mi for la ti sorry ti re fa ti do mi so do. Okay, so do re mi fa so la ti do. Okay, let's move on to the next one. G. Okay, G. All right, so do mi so do re fa la mi so ti fa la do so ti re. Okay, and then la do mi so ti re. Okay, sorry, ti re fa do mi so do. Okay, so let's move on to the key of G sharp. Okay, do mi so do re fa la re mi so ti mi. Okay, fa la do fa so ti re so. Okay, that's the la do mi. Okay, ti re fa. Okay, then do mi so. Okay, so it's very simple. Mi fa so ti do. Okay, so it's a good practice for you. Okay, it's a good practice for you. It's a good practice for you. Very, very simple as that. Okay, let's move on to the key of A. Do mi so. Okay, do mi so re fa la. Okay, mi so ti. Okay, fa la do so ti re. Okay, let's go to a la do mi. Okay, so sorry, a ti re. Okay, ti re fa do mi so. Okay, let's move on to the key of B. Do mi so re fa la mi so ti. Okay, fa la do fa so ti re. Okay, which is it? So it. Okay, la do mi. Okay, ti do. I'm sorry. Okay, ti re fa. Okay, and a do mi so. Okay, so a do re mi fa so la ti do. Okay, all right, so use this formula to form all the other words trials. In fact, we are done with everything. I think we are done with everything here. Yes, I think we've covered everything here. Okay, now what I would like you to do is that practice the chords. Okay, practice the chords. Okay, and what you are going to do when you take C, for instance, so do re mi fa so la ti do, then you come back. Okay, you come back, you come to a C sharp, la ti do ti so fa mi re do, you come to a D. Okay, mi fa so do ti la so. Okay, Okay, I want you to do this for all the other chords. Okay, sorry. Okay, all the other chords. Okay, all the other chords. All the other chords. Okay, this is the key of sorry. Okay, all the other chords. Okay, all the other chords. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I want you to do this for all the other chords. Okay, so all the chords. Okay, do this for all the chords. Go forward, go backwards. Okay, come backwards. Just be doing this, be practicing. Okay, probably your right and your left hand. And I'm telling you, after you've done this for about 1 or 2 weeks, you will be very familiar with it. Okay, you will just be hitting them like that. Okay, so it will become very, very easy for you. Be hitting your chords like that. Thank you very much for staying with me. All those of you who have been supporting this channel one way or the other, I say God richly bless you. If you don't understand anything, just go back to some of the previous lessons and check them out. You understand everything here. And in the comments box below, if you don't understand anything, you can also ask me. Okay, thank you very much. Subscribe and like this channel, and God be with you. Goodbye.